Well, Ruby Tuesday was our winner on this meeting on a Saturday. The invitation. This race, the Gaia handicap over the 1,600 metres. Very strong. This 5-year-old mare by Deepfield, trained by Gary Portelli. Let's catch up with Jason Conlett.
Gary was pretty keen on her coming into this.
They'd obviously be up close. There was obviously some pressure, but no one sort of said, look, I want to lead. So I thought, well, beautiful, I'll take it up. And look, as you see, I still felt to be doing a bit of pressure even when the runner come around mid-race, and you know, still made me do a bit of work in front. But yeah, good effort.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, Annabel NEASHAM is a trainer on the rise. This morning she had the favourite in the Cox Plate in Zaki, who sadly was scratched after an elevated temperature, but she still has a live hope in Mo'unga. So who is this lady trainer? She is a star of the future.
Sort of fell into racing quite late. Horses were always in the blood. Growing up, pony club, and used to go to Cheltenham every year, and yeah, every time there was a big jumps meeting on, I'd go. But flat racing wasn't until I got to university, so I was probably about 18 or 19, so it was probably 10, 11 years ago. I think if you've got horses in the blood, it doesn't matter what discipline it's in. If you love them, you love them.
What do you feel like eating?
Yeah, the Mongol Derby, that was really cool. I like a bit of adrenaline. It was a 1,000-kilometre race across Mongolia. The horses were sort of semi-wild, and yeah, it was an amazing experience. I did it with Adrian Corboy, he's Kieran Maher's horsebreaker, amazing horseman, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. Starting up from scratch, we grew quite quickly, so we had to quite quickly get a good system in place and, you know, find good staff. Look, fortunately we have. We're loving every minute of it. Sydney's probably the most competitive racing jurisdiction in Australia, so you've got to be on your A game the whole time. You're always looking at new ideas and looking for new horses and the best staff that you can find. It's sort of never ending. You can't really rest on your laurels. So yeah, it's full on, but wouldn't have it any other way. Life's a bit of a juggle, but I've always been like that. Even as a teenager, you know, I had obviously school and as many horses into life as I could, so it's the same now, juggling act. I suppose you wouldn't say you've got a normal social life. You don't have you know, weekends as such, but it's such a sociable industry. There's so many fun people, and I've got so many great mates within racing that, you know, you are actually fairly sociable. And you know, for me, as long as I can have a quietish day on a Sunday and a Sunday lunch somewhere with a few drinks, then that keeps me sane for the rest of the week.
Very Elegant's trying to fight back. There's a swarm coming late, cascading right down the outside, but Mo'unga's won it.
Mo'unga's, you know, not as short in the market, but it wouldn't surprise me if he won. He's a very, very talented colt. He beat Very Elegant over 1,400 3 starts ago, and then he was only a head behind Incentivise. I think he's slightly the forgotten horse, and I wouldn't be surprised if he knocked them all off. Oh, to win one of the majors would be unbelievable. The honour roll for the Cox Plate's unbelievable. Obviously, Winx has won it so many times. It's just an iconic Australian race, and it's one that, you know, even back in England, I'd heard of the Cox Plate. So yeah, to win it would it's sort of a prestigious race. And I think if you said I could win one race, what would it be? Yeah, I think it'd be the Cox Plate.
She is seriously impressive, Annabel NEASHAM, and got so much ahead of her, but she's already achieved so much. Katie, you do a lot of work with her, riding her horses at the beach each week, but she's not just a talented horsewoman, she's got many other strings to her bow.
Yeah, she does. I am very lucky to partner her horses every Wednesday in the likes of Zaki and Mo'unga, and this is me riding Zaki at Botany Bay. The start just before he is an absolute dead set gentleman. We love him so much, and yeah, for Annabel, her training in 1 year, how far she's come is pretty remarkable, and I think it goes down to all the hard work that she puts in, and she loves her horses, and she's got a couple of other talents that I didn't know about, and that was that she can play the trumpet.
Yes.
So she didn't actually tell me that.
I've learnt this morning that Annabel, as a student in school, was so talented across 4 instruments, the trumpet, the piano, the French horn and the violin, that she got a music scholarship to one of the most prestigious schools in all of the UK. But aside from that, she's she's also a talented cook.
Yes, she's cooked us some brilliant desserts, including an apple rhubarb pie. So that's her specialty. She's an absolute legend. We love her, and we're wishing her all the best of luck today in the Cox Plate.
What about the dog, Morris? Because he's a gorgeous little thing, but he's a pest because he has no horses.
He doesn't. He's best friends with my dog. That's Roxy at the front, but he's Zaki's #1 fan. Of course, he wears the Zaki colours there, and he's absolutely no horse sense whatsoever. And you could see the way that Annabel runs after him. He's probably more than likely going to get a little. He probably needs to be stood on, to be fair, and he won't go near them.
Yeah. Annabel, she has got so much ahead of her. We wish her the best of luck today, Haim. Hoping that Mo'unga maybe could be the fairy tale